So some of you have asked about my background. What can I say? I love Halloween, like a lot, a lot. I like all holidays, but especially Halloween. There's just something magical and whimsical about it. It brings out my witchy side. It brings out the kid in me, and I just have fun with it. My mom, she wasn't as much of a fan as I was, but she grew to love it. She grew to see it through my eyes as she got older, and she started having a little more fun with it. So I just wanted to explain that since I had a few questions about it. This is me being low key. You wait till next month. It's really going to get crazy. Anyway, let's get to the meat of this video. Let's talk about the carnivore diet. Okay, so you've decided that you want to go on a diet or you want to change your way of eating. I don't know if it's for weight loss or if it's for health issues. So you go online and you look at the different diets. There's the Atkins diets, there's intermittent fasting, the macrobiotic diet, vegan diet, cabbage soup diet, low carb diet, Dukan diet, that's a new one, Hallelujah diet, never heard of it, low fat diets, Mediterranean diet, South Beach diet, detox diets, gluten-free diets, Weight Watchers, alkaline diet, apple cider vinegar diet, bulletproof diet, carnivore diet, Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, Loma Linda, you get the idea. It goes on forever. So take your pick. Do your research on it. You are going to find a ton of doctors that will back up any one of these diets and tell you that's the diet you should do. And then you're going to see testimonies from people that have done that diet and have had wonderful results. And then you're going to go on that diet and you're not going to have wonderful results and you're going to feel bad and you're going to think it's just you. You did something wrong. You're not disciplined enough. So you give up. Well, it's not you. It's not you. Maybe it is. Maybe you aren't disciplined, but chances are it's not you. We're finding out that it's our gut biome that affects the outcome of these diets. This is something fairly new, at least to me. I've never even heard this until just recently. But apparently, that is what affects how well a diet is going to work for you. And the thing is, everybody's gut biome is different. Even if you're in the same family, you have the same blood type, you were raised with the same foods, your mom fed you all the same, so you think that you would be the same, but not necessarily so. Maybe your birth was different than your siblings. Did you have a vaginal birth? Were you breastfed? Did you have all your vaccinations? Did you have to take antibiotics a lot when you were growing up? Did you travel? Did you get exposed to various diseases? Did you get sick? Did you have lots of surgeries? All of those things are going to affect your gut, and that's going to affect the outcome of these diets. So you won't know until you try it. So I've tried various diets, and a few of them worked. Some of them worked for weight loss, and then that was it. I didn't really notice much else. Some of them didn't. Or some of them worked, but it was really a slow process. I was losing like a half a pound and maybe a pound, and I was starving on the majority of them because most of them are deprivation diets. You count calories or you count carbs. So it was difficult. With the carnivore diet, carnivore, ketovore, you don't do that. You don't count carbs. You don't count calories. You eat until you're full. The foods that you are eating are highly satiating, so you're not as hungry. And you give up sugars and processed foods and grains. And the meat will allow you to do that. Now, those are the things that are going to cause you the issues. It's not the meat. It's the processed carbs and all the chemically laden foods that we're consuming and all the sugars. Those are causing my health issues, the inflammation, the skin problems, the headaches. Those were all caused by that. But I would not have been able to get rid of those foods or eliminate them from my diet if it wasn't for the meat. The meat is allowing me to not feel deprived. And so I'm not craving those things. Now, when I was doing another diet, a low-carb diet, Dr. Atkins, I believe, I was still consuming those foods, just in moderation. But it was enough that I still was consuming sugar. And any amount of sugar for me is bad. I think we're allowed to have up to 6 tablespoons a day. And there's more than that in all the foods, you know. You don't even have to add that to your coffee. You're already getting it. But anyway, when I was doing that, I was still taking in a lot of sugar. And so I still was having, inflammation and headaches and cravings. And so I tried to eat less of that and eat more meats. And that's when it was more helpful, because then I got my carbs down to under 20. Because initially, and it's not Dr. Atkins, but low carb diets say that anything under 50 grams is low carb. Well, for me, I had to get under 20 carbs before I noticed a weight loss, and that's Dr. Atkins. He's 20 grams or less. And so that was what I had to work towards. Once I did that, then yeah, the weight came off a lot easier. But it wasn't sustainable because I was still eating those foods that I shouldn't, the rice and grains and stuff like that. I was just eating less, and I was eating ones that were labeled as low carb. They had net carbs and all that junk. And so I still was craving all those foods. And even after I lost the weight, I went back to eating all those foods. It took me a while, but I managed to put the weight back on. And that happened with almost every diet. So, you have to be careful. And that's why it's important to do your research and find out which diet is going to work for you. You may have tremendous success on a vegetarian diet. A lot of people do. And because their gut makeup or biome is such that that diet works for them. But for me, it didn't. I actually gained weight on it. Now I'm doing this where I'm mainly eating meat, and not only do I feel good, but I'm losing weight. And so at first it made me want to tell everybody, oh man, this is it. This is the diet. I found the fountain of youth. I found the ticket, man. This is going to be for everybody. And I've been hearing from other people that have done that and not had any success. So now I know I can't tell you all to do this. So forgive me for past videos where I'm like, I just want everybody to do this. I wish that it worked like that for everybody, and you won't know until you give it a try. And if you're really serious about your health and weight loss, then why not at least give it a try? I think through the process of elimination, you're going to find out that you're going to feel better at the very least. Like I said, there's going to be doctors that'll back up any diet that you want to go on. And there's going to be testimonies from people that will encourage you to do that diet. But none of that matters if it doesn't work for you. So, do some research, find out. There's one for everybody. There's the elimination diet on its own, I think, would be wonderful. Even if you chose to eat fruits and vegetables, like some of the doctors that I'm listening to that are considered carnivore, there's still some of them that are eating salads. They're eating occasional pieces of fruit or whatever, and they have no issues with it. And they say that it keeps them doing this, because otherwise they would get so bored with it that they would just give up altogether. So by eating, they still eat the majority of their diet in meat, but they still allow themselves to have a salad when they go out to eat, or they can have steamed vegetables or whatever, just because they taste good, not necessarily because they believe that there's any nutritional benefit to them. That's the thing, that most carnivore doctors agree that there's no real nutritional benefit to eating fruits and vegetables, even though they are loaded with vitamins. I guess our bodies don't necessarily absorb those vitamins like they do with the meat. I don't understand. I'm not a scientist, so I can't explain it all to you. Look it up. You'll find out. But yeah, if you just want to give this a try, it's very simple to do, but you are going to have to eliminate a lot of foods and just eat meat for a while and see. And I know it sounds hard, And honestly, it wasn't the easiest that first week because I am such a sugar addict. That part was a little bit difficult. And I was doing a few things that aren't necessarily recommended on the carnivore diet, like eating nuts. But it worked for me. It allowed me to give up the sugar. And that was the first thing I needed to do. Above all else, I needed to kick my sugar habit. And doing the diet or the eating the way that I did allowed that to happen. No other way of eating did that for me because they still allowed me to eat some sugars. So anyway, I'm not eating any sugars at this point. I'm not eating any fruits and vegetables other than an avocado or maybe a few Brussels sprouts. I'm eating loads of bacon. I'm eating eggs, steak, occasionally chicken, not a lot, mainly red meat, and cream in my coffee, pork rinds for a snack if you want something salty, crunchy. A lot of people don't need it. They're very disciplined. Good for them. I do, and it helps. So, and it's not affecting me in any other way. So I'm going to continue doing that. And yeah, it's been a great success. I'm only about 8 weeks in now. So do I think I'll be doing this forever? I don't know. If I continue to lose weight and I continue to feel this great and my numbers are great, I know my blood pressure is good, then yeah, absolutely I would. But I do want to know that I have a little more variety. I am a foodie. I enjoy food. It's a wonderful part of life. I want to be able to eat a few things, like around the holidays. I want to be able to enjoy a meal. I'm not so staunch that it's like, nope, I'm just going to eat a raw steak and you guys can all eat your stuffing and mashed potatoes and I'm just going to sit here and judge you. I'm not like that. I'm going to want to indulge. And even if, I feel bad the next day or whatever, I guess it would be like, having a drink and then the next day you're hungover and then you think, oh, I'm never going to do that again. So we'll see. I haven't gotten there yet. But in my mind, in my beautiful world, that's an option. I am hoping that I will occasionally be able to have a slice of birthday cake at my grandkids' birthdays, or I will, be able to enjoy a Thanksgiving dinner and not just be the weirdo at the end of the table just eating a turkey leg. Or, I want to be able to eat, Christmas dinner, those things. But on a day-to-day basis, yeah, I don't mind sticking to just eating, the way I'm eating right now is fine. And I do enjoy it for the most part. It's not like I'm like, oh, God, meat again. Yeah, it's been good. I am enjoying it and it's satiating. So if I get to that point where I'm staring at my plate, I'm done, then yeah, I'll have to consider some other options. And that's where, I think psychological things come into play, and you have to wrestle with that because I know there's days when we're stressed and the last thing we want to think about is our frickin' diet, I have to eat another piece of meat. When I was going through my stressful time just not too long ago, all I could think was the comfort that, a bowl of ice cream would give me or the endorphins that it would release. But because I was so new to this, I didn't want to give up. I went online, I brought it to you guys and I got a lot of encouragement and, I was able to get through it. I survived. But there are going to be times when I do want to do that and not go, gain 50 pounds after I ate a bowl of ice cream or all my inflammation is going to come back in spades. I don't want that to happen. I want to be able to do that kind of stuff in moderation. I won't know until I get there, but right now I still haven't reached all my goals yet. So I'm sticking with this. Once I reach all my goals, then I'm going to figure out a way that I might change the way, I could get to that point and be like, man, look at me. I did this. I got to this point. Let's just take it up a notch. Let's do the lion's diet. Let's just start eating raw meat and see where we go. I might try that. I don't know. I'm crazy. I could end up doing that. Or I might just say, I'm done. I am just going to Dairy Queen. I don't know. I don't want to end up doing that, but we'll see. I just want to lose the weight. I want to continue feeling good, having energy, and no inflammation. So that's what I'm working for right now. And wish me luck. Don't come at me and tell me I'm stupid because, I may be. I've done a lot of stupid things in my life. But right now, I feel good and I'm happy. And that's what I want for everybody else. I don't care what diet you're on. If you're doing good and you're happy, just keep doing what you're doing, you know? Anyway, well, that's all I wanted to talk about tonight. I hope you guys are all feeling well. If any of you are doing this or you're new to this, let's talk. I haven't met any newbies. I'm the only one. Most of the friends that comment on my page are people that have been doing it for a while, and they're very encouraging, and I love them all so much. They've just been absolutely amazing. I cannot believe how nice people are that are in this, and I mean, I have friends now that are carnivores and omnivores and even herbivores, and everybody has just been amazing. The few that weren't, they're gone. I block and delete. I don't have time for that noise. So yeah, if you want to share with me and you're new and you want some advice, I'd be glad to help you out and maybe, steer you into different doctors you could listen to. So yeah, let's talk. Leave me a comment. And like I said, I really love my comments. When I open it and I see them, I respond. It's not like I have so many that I can't. I get a few and we get conversations going, and I really enjoy it. So anyway, I will see you guys in the comments. Thanks for listening.